This is a little instructional video about how to start a humanure compost bin. First thing we're doing here is dishing out the bottom of an empty bin. There's a little bit of old compost in there still, but not much. It's mostly dirt and some organic debris. What we're doing is we're throwing it around the sides, digging it out of the middle, creating a dish bottom. This keeps any liquid that might collect in there pulled into the center. So we've got the three sides done there, and we're going to stick a board in to create the beginning of the fourth side. Once the board is in, then we'll get back inside and throw dirt up against it as well. This gives us a four-sided sort of concave bottom on the bin. Then we put the biological sponge in. This is some old loose hay. It's laying in the center of this compost bin. Loose hay and weeds. They're going in there first. And then here's an entire bale of hay. You really can't put too much of a biological sponge in the bottom of one of these compost bins. This bale of hay will be broken up, spread around with a fork. Actually, that's not hay, that's straw. Doesn't make any difference. Hay or straw works fine. So then I'm throwing on some weeds. Green material is always good in a compost bin. Compost loves green stuff. So I'm throwing a handful of weeds in, spreading them around. Now it's time to empty the first containers. These are toilet containers, humanure toilet containers, and what you're seeing there is human excrement and sawdust. Also toilet paper, urine, everything that goes into toilet paper rolls. And that's being deposited into the center, if you'll notice. Then the containers are washed or scrubbed with the long-handled toilet brush. That's a rain barrel there. You can't really see it, but the water's then put into the compost. And then I got some more green weeds to cover the toilet deposits. Now I'm putting straw on top of that. So this will create the first organic layer in this compost bin. Everything's thoroughly covered, no flies, no odor. And then I'm going to add another board. Because the organic layer is already increasing in size. Now the wire, I keep a wire over top of the active bin. I just took that off the other side, and I just pulled a thermometer out and put it in there. In 5 days that read 115 degrees, 5 days being today as I'm narrating this. So the temperature rose to 115. There's a year's worth of collected material on the left there. That pile is now being left to age or cure for another year. The center bin is where we keep the cover materials. There's the rain barrel, and we collect rain off of the slate roof there for cleaning the toilet receptacles. And by the way, I'm pretty serious about this compost system. We've used it at this location for 29 years straight, and the only way it works for us is if we have a pile of sawdust available at all times. So we have a dump truck come in every few years and dump us a 10-ton load, and that's it. That's what it looks like. It's mostly hardwood sawdust there, but it doesn't really matter.